What is up, Packers fans, and welcome back to the Daily Draft, brought to you by Brewski Light Lager from Badger State Brewing. They're going to have so much fun stuff going on for you right around the NFL Draft, April 22nd through the 27th. I'm talking old-fashioned stations. They don't even make that kind of liquor. They're just having fun for everybody in Green Bay that weekend. Food trucks, great beer. They're great beer. Go check them out. Today on the Daily Draft, we are looking at a possible Packers first round pick in Ole Miss cornerback Trey Amos. On the pro side, he has a great frame. He has a very Packersy frame at 6'1" and 195 pounds. He's got absolutely prototypical size for the position at a shade under 6'1", 195. Marries that size with excellent press technique. A lot of people talking about right the way that Jeff Hafley was supposed to run his defense, or maybe that's not the right terminology. Maybe the way that Jeff Hafley ran his defense at Boston College, and so many people thought that the Packers were going to run defense that way. They might not have the personnel, or maybe Jeff Hafley doesn't see that press man as a smart idea to do it or smart way to do it in the NFL. The NFL is a zone heavy league, but if Hafley wants to play some press man, Trey Amos is going to be one of the best corners possible at that technique. Number one, he has a great jam. And number two, he has the ability to mirror receivers during their release. He's a strong corner. He plays up to that prototypical size. Sometimes you see bigger corners that are still a little bit soft. That is not Trey Amos. He has, to me, he almost plays safety when, or plays like a safety when he defends the run and he defends the screen game. I'm not saying he's going to launch Adam Thielen into Stephon Diggs or launch Stephon Diggs into Adam Thielen or whatever the heck Jair Alexander did in that game in the Metrodome. But he is a very physical player against the run and against the screen, and he tackles well. That's important when you're running Hafley's scheme where those outside edge guys are spill players, not necessarily contained players. If your defensive ends are trying to get up the field, an outside run will get outside them, and then your nickels and corners and strong safeties have to tackle. It's a have to thing. Amos tracks the ball well in the air, and he makes plays, as evidenced by his 3 interceptions and 13 pass breakups in 2024. He has excellent speed. He ran a 4.43 in Indy at, like I said, 6'1", 195. That's good. We like that. When you're big and fast, bigger, stronger, faster, that helps. And I would say that for a corner, Trey Amos is big and strong and fast. That's also paired with a great 10-yard split and 85th percentile broad jump. I would say that explosive quality repeatedly shows up on film. Folks, please, and I'm asking nicely, buy the Green Bay Draft Guide powered by Packer Report, link below or link in the description. If you are on the podcast side, use promo code DAILY for $1 off of that bad boy. It is going to be your number one resource for the draft coming in as the NFL draft comes into Green Bay. 7-round Packers mock draft, over 225 player profiles, each with a specific grade on their fit to the Packers. You're going to get Jacob Morley's tier list. You're going to get feature articles from me and my Packers specific big board. There is no other draft resource like it for a Packers fan. Yes, buy the Cheesehead Guide, buy all the Packers draft guides, but please make sure you buy ours. My kids are cute and they're hungry. Go Pack, go. Cons on the Trey Amos side. He's an older prospect who might not have the upside some teams are looking for early in the draft. He's also kind of a one-hit wonder, right? So I think he spent his first couple of years, I believe, at Louisiana Lafayette, and then transferred up to Alabama. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play for the Tide. Didn't play a ton. Didn't make a big impact. Maybe the snap count was okay, but didn't make a big impact at Alabama. Didn't like his role, what his role was probably going to be the next year. Transfers to Ole Miss and is super productive and excellent and all those things. But it was in his 5th year of college, and I think that has some bearing on, how you would view him from an upside perspective, how, excited you might be about a Trey Amos moving forward when, right, it was just that 1 year. Because I will say his year at Alabama was underwhelming before his transfer to Ole Miss. He's got poor eye discipline, which occasionally betrays him in zone coverage, likes to peek in at that quarterback. kind of ball hawkish, which, hey, that can be good. You can turn around a game with a pick, but you don't want to give up big completions gambling either. I think his agility and his short area quickness are concerning. And like most of the corners, so I will not just beat on him for this. Like most of the corners, he didn't run agilities at the combine. And I think he occasionally looks like a linear athlete on film, meaning like he's explosive in a straight line. He's fast. That 40 time is fast. Can he change directions? If he can't, he's going to need to be in press man. He's going to be in somebody's pocket. And if that doesn't work out, he's going to have to be in his own concept. And that's great for the Packers now. But if they want to change to more of a man, his wiggle is important. And that's generally too, like what scares me occasionally with taller cornerbacks, which Trey Amos definitely is. Folks, as I mentioned, head over to Badger State Brewing during the NFL draft. They're going to have a bunch of awesome stuff going on there. Starts on April 22nd, goes all the way through the 27th. This is just a very, very short walk from Lambeau Field. Go over to Badger State. We had such a great time there last year at the live show. No live show for me this year, but there's going to be so much awesome stuff going on. Head over to Badger State all draft week, frankly, all draft week long, and try a brewski. Packers fit. Amos wouldn't play inside for the Packers, but he could be a great fit as a perimeter cornerback if Hafley wants to get serious about single high defenses, whether that's press man cover 1 or cover 3. He could be an excellent player as a deep third player in cover 3 or a press man corner. Overall, he's got a high second round grade for me, but he's ranked, I do believe, within my top 32. That's just kind of the way this year sort of shook out. Let me make sure that's exactly accurate. Excuse me. He has a second round grade and he's ranked 38th in 2025 Big Board 2.0. Keeping it short and sweet here at the end. Drink Badger State beer, buy the draft guide, do everything that you are supposed to do here on the Pack a Day Podcast YouTube channel. Like, click the bell, get the notifications, subscribe, do everything that you're supposed to do. Have a great rest of your week, guys, and go Pack Go.